what you want, what you want.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sports3 here, bringing you another Transformers goodie review. This is Transformers Dark of the Moon Sci-Fi Revoltech Jetwing Optimus Prime number 40. Man, you open this up here, get a nice little display window with all the little goodies inside. A little bit of information right there in Japanese, so I have no idea what that reads, but I'm sure it's awesome. Have a look at the back. It shows you what's going on with the figure. Check that out. This thing looks so awesome. I'm so excited to have this. So let's get them opened up and take a closer look. Alright, to start out with, we're going to have a look at all the little accessories that Optimus comes with. So you get a couple of control arms here, which are on little joints in there, so you can use these when posing him with the jetpack. We're going to see if we actually need those or not. Then you get a double-bladed axe here, which is somewhat translucent. Very nice. I really like the way this looks. And you get his Energon sword. And there's a little joint there, so there's several options with this right here, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And it also comes with a little handle that you can swap out. And what I really like is an extra little head here, which I think is very well sculpted, very nice detail. So, but I'm more of a fan of the masked version. And then you get 3 sets of hands. You get a closed fist, a fist with holes in it so you can hold his weapons, and an open hand, which is very nice. I like the way these look. Very good detail. And of course you get this little box here, which is clear, and you can store all the little mini accessories in that box. It comes with a little nameplate that reads Optimus Prime, and the stand, which you have to put together. Put this little joint in the back here, which plugs into the back of Optimus Prime when you're displaying him. And you have to assemble the stand as well, which is nice and clear, and I like that because it doesn't stand out, so it's not going to be an eyesore. And here is Optimus Prime. Look at this guy, right? So he stands about 5.5 inches tall. Tons of articulation, detail. Paint apps are just amazing on this guy. I'll give you an up-close shot. There you go. So you can see the mask on his head there. It looks just so awesome. Look at the detail. The gold, the blue, the red. Just an amazing looking toy. Very excited to have this thing. It's going to look great on display. So there's the back. See what's going on there. Very nice. So he is loaded with all kinds of articulation, little ratchet joints all over the place. Has this extra articulation here in the chest and the shoulder blades. Very nice. His head and his neck is on like a double joint in there, so you can just pose that all over the place. And he does have this ratchet joint inside of his abdomen there. Hip joints rotate up and down. And the little ratchets are designed so he can hold the poses, which I love. Ratchet joints are always a win. And the only bad articulation here is in the feet, so you can move him forward a little bit, but he can't go back at all, and his toes do move up and down just like that. But overall, it's just a great looking little figure. Here's his jetpack, which requires a little bit of assembly when you get it out of the package. It's about 12, solid 12 inches across. When you get it, you have to plug everything in, like on the sides here. There we go. So right here by my finger, you plug the wings into the jetpack here, and then same with these smaller ones here. And these are also posable as well, so you can kind of move these around when you're displaying them, posing them, giving them a different look if you want. And then this whole jetpack piece here also moves up and down just like that. And then the little jet exhaust pieces here also wiggle around, move around, so you can really get a lot of posability out of this thing. It's awesome. Little ratchet joints are always a win in my book. So there you go. Really nice silver paint apps on this. Gold. I mean, you can't go wrong with this figure. Like I said, I paid $60 for it, and I think it's worth every penny. All right, so to put the jetpack on the back of Optimus here, there are a couple joints. Make sure you have the little pegs sticking out just like this so that they kind of line up with the jetpack. And on the jetpack, there's a hole there, and just line up one and then get the other one lined up and just push them on. Just take your time, get them to slide in there very firm, and there you go. And then flip these panels down here, which are also on little joints as well, so you got to be careful with that, and slide them over the exhaust pipes, and there you go. So now you get these extra support arms, or these control arms if you will. This is what they look like. Now, you can plug them on. I think it hinders posability, but one pegs into the side of the Jetpack, and then one pegs up under here in the forearm, as you can see. And it gives it extra support for the Jetpack, but I don't know, I don't think it's necessary, and it looks kind of gaudy. So it's just a matter of preference, I suppose. On the back of Optimus, right here, there's a little hole there. And to put the stand on, all you do is take this little peg and plug it right in. Wiggle it in there a little bit, take your time so you don't snap it. Doesn't have to go in completely, and it'll be fine. And that's a pretty strong ratchet joint right there, so it will hold. For his Energon axe, there's a few options here. So what you can do is you can pull the fist out just like that, and then there's a little peg on the end of the sword, which you can peg in and then give him like a sword hand, just like so. Or you can pull this panel off his forearm right here, take that off temporarily. And it doesn't really matter, whichever your preference is. You can have the sword down or up. It doesn't really matter, it's just a matter of preference. And then what you do is you take this and plug it into the side here. There's a little hole there, it's like this here. The reason why we take the panel off so it doesn't get in the way, and carefully plug that in. It is kind of tight, but once you get it in there, it'll stay. And then just move this back like a notch and plug this back on, so he still kind of looks really nice. So now you have it on the side, and then you can reinsert his fist, and there you go. So now you have that look there as well. Or you can take the little joint out just like this, wiggle it out of there, pull that off, place the handle in there just like so. Get that in there nice and tight, and then slide this right into his hand. There you go. Now that I like. Very cool. For his axe, all you want to do is unpeg it right here, remove the axe head, slide the handle up through his fists, get that wiggled in there just like so. There we go. It's a little tight, but that's okay, that's what you kind of want. And then just put the axe handle back on, or back on there. There we go. And then now you got Optimus wielding a sword and an axe. How awesome is that? Then once you get everything all put together the way you want it, the weapons and everything, you can pose these wings back here in this Jetpack kind of however you want. You can have it flayed up like that. You can move these wings back if you want. There's just so much you can do to really display this to your liking. It's just a wonderful, wonderful piece. You can kind of even move these wings back just like that. Check that out. Look at this. What a great display piece. I mean, you can just use your imagination and go wild with this, and whatever you want to do, basically. There's just all kinds of options. But there you have it, everybody. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.